everyone. That was so long-winded. My first one, I had to stop and get some tea. But and I said bye on that one. But I saw another of Nicole's question, and I can't see. Nicole, we had this thread going back and forth and back and forth, and I'm trying to think where in the world. Okay, where is it? By the way, I have. Sure. Oh, okay. So I can't find where it is where she said it. I'll go back up and look. But she asked me, she was mad about well, I think she was saying Mark. I'm trying to find where it's at, Nicole, because I was reading over it, our thread, and you were, jeez, how YouTube don't put stuff in order, y'all. What is this? Okay, I just subbed to you. I said that. Where is it? Because I went back, and I don't know why YouTube breaks it up like this, but they did, and you had asked me something about Mark. So I think you were saying that you were annoyed because Mark is. I want your words, because your words were profound. They were spot on. Dang it! I thought it was here. Ask the old lady. Blah blah blah. Okay, Nicole. Girl, where is that? I know damn well you didn't come over here and delete it. I'm sure you didn't. Honey, I was just saying. Okay, no, because you said I just saw it, and I was like, whoa! I didn't respond to that comment. How did I miss it? And so then I came back. Girl, where is your comment? Okay, the news. Because you had said something about Mark. You said that it's not fair that Mark is being, I don't know the word you used, love. I'm trying to find it. Oh, God, I don't care about being blocked. Girl, where is that? Nicole, I should go to my YouTube studios or something, but I just saw it. So I came back and answered you because you were saying, like, I guess we were done with the conversation because you were ending it, but you were saying how you didn't feel that it was fair that Mark is being, targeted, or I think your word was targeted. What the heck, girl? I know early this morning you ain't come back. I'm not blaming you for deleting nothing. How did so I should have. Girl, I should have looked for this before I started this. Y'all, I'm gonna find it. Okay, let me see. That's me, my long-winded ass. I do write a lot. Nicole, you gave me a run for my money though. You come back with the get down. I said, damn, she writing paragraphs back with me. What kind of shit? No, I didn't say. Where is it? Because I responded to you. So wouldn't it have like, because how I responded, by the way. Oh, okay. So this is me responding to you. You see it says at Nicole. So you know how YouTube Studios will give you somebody left you a message or whatever. So again, I'm not a content creator. I'm not out here trying to make $16 or whatever it was the 74 said. But this is regarding Mark. Hi, Mark. And Mark, have I ever been mean to you or not supportive or anything? As a matter of fact, scroll down my page when you first left. I had tagged you to a cadence. And I was like, oh my God, this made me think of you. And I was thanking you. And oh, this is so cool. It's still on my page from 2 months ago. Whenever you left, there was that. And then I have dropped down in your chat a few times or whatever. But I know that the people you rock with don't necessarily like me because I sit with Chrissy. So, I don't drop down often, but I do support what you're doing. And I shared Justice today because the Avatar lady posted something about you or whatever. Did I share that? Nope. Do you see any of that on my wall? Nope. Ain't no and nothing. So, but I did share Justice's live, and I had my little words as sharing it. I said, and this might have made y'all mad because I don't know why y'all mad at me, but that Justice showed grace to Mark actually when people don't show her grace out here. Y'all didn't. All of y'all have, and I want to say y'all hated when Nicole was in here texting y'all or typing y'all, but all the content creators, y'all rode Justice hard. But Justice, that's a classy lady. That's a class act. She, even today, in hearing that or whatever, she told Mark, and Mark, I know there's a time difference, so I don't know if you're going to hear this because my little channel, but while this is going on, I'm sure they're discussing this in their group. And it is true if Mark is being targeted or whatever. But I was like, well, damn, how's Mark being targeted? So I went back to look and see why the Avatar lady picked his name or whatever. Then I went, how we do on here. We go snooping and looking or whatever. So I saw that Mark was saying, he'll make posts every now and then. And I do follow him. I'm like, oh, okay, well, he's in the military. He's doing this. So when he was putting out his little stuff, I go by and put a little like on it or whatever. I see some people that still, support him that y'all friend has dogged out. Like Blessings Hot Topic, she still supports him, and that lady don't like her, and she dogged her out and whatever. And she said she didn't want to be in his chat because Blessings was there or whatever. So, and that was in the group. So a lot of things that she's refuting disputing is a better word, that was in the group, really was in a group. I just think Chrissy ain't a messy motherfucker to bring it all out here. That's just it. So the things that she has said or whatever about people, we've all saw it. So like y'all said, the group is messy. It was messy. Did everybody post stuff? Everybody did, or comment or whatever. And like I'd asked Nicole, I think that's deleted, Nicole. Maybe you deleted your comment under that. Something, because where the hell is it? Or YouTube playing games with me. But we didn't cuss. So you know how YouTube, if there are guidelines or whatever, if they have cuss words and stuff, just so y'all know, things won't post. And it's just been weird. And again, not a content creator, so I don't do all that jazz. But just on commenting, I comment a lot and I'm long-winded. So I'm mindful, kind of what I say. Anyway, so she did post, Nicole did comment with me. As y'all see, our thread is long as hell, right? And so she was like, I just don't think it's fair that Mark is being targeted. And I thought to myself, what that got to do with me? Have I shared him? What I shared was 2 months ago, a cadence to him and wishing him well because he announced he was going, whatever, right? So I'm thinking, well, damn, what did I? And everybody was in that group. I shared when Mark was live, all of that, right? A lot of people in the group didn't necessarily like Mark, and who he sit with is one of them. Y'all know this, but anyway, I digress. So I'll finish reading of this part. This was to Nicole because she said something to me about Mark. So I said, by the way, have I shared a post from the Avatar lady regarding Mark? Again, I call her Avatar lady, right? Because it's RR. And RR also means Renee Reacts, who is also an Avatar content creator. So that's why. Sorry, y'all. I'm doing laundry early in this morning. I got to iron stuff and get up out here. Anyway, by the way, have I shared a post from the Avatar lady regarding Mark? No. Scroll my page. I don't dislike Mark. Who you sit with don't like him. We've all seen it. Have you seen me post ill shit about Mark? I'm looking because I'm like, where's that? Were you in the group? Some in the group didn't like him or care for him, but I even shared when he was live. All y'all sitting on the train, did y'all see me share when Mark was live, when Nard was live? Go support, they live. Mark live late at night, listen to music. If you up, tune in. Y'all don't remember that? Because I am in a group and I do see all those posts still. Y'all remember that? Anybody who was under the cover, and thank girl, because I ain't know he was live. And so people fell in his chat because I shared that he was live. Y'all, okay. So, but his friend now, who y'all support, rarely fell in the chat back then because Blessings and other people that she didn't like was in the chat. And that's her right. That's her prerogative, right? So how is it that other people are at fault? So people don't fall in Mark's chat because they don't necessarily like her or the train riders or something, right? So y'all cuss them out and they dogs and bitches and hoes and ugly necks and all this kind of stuff. But y'all do the exact same thing, right? The hypocrisy. I think you said something about that. I can't find that. Anyway, I said, I just like the lady he sits with. I shared Justice Live because unlike how y'all dogged her, she didn't do that. She gave Mark advice on military stuff and said he is welcomed in her chat. Did y'all listen to her live? Because I did. So sharing that targeted Mark? Question mark. When Justice spoke highly of him? Question mark. How, Sway? Can somebody tell me? Like, what did I? Okay. Anyway, if y'all mad at the Avatar lady, then say that. Or go to her post and say that. Like, why come to my post? You and then 74 going off. Like, I'm just trying to put the pieces together. Anywho, I got word that I'm being dog. Okay, so this is when someone let me know because I wasn't in 74 Live. Like I said, I was trying to support Lady T. So she was live dogging me out and stuff. I definitely would have fell down in the chat to defend myself. That would have been the only time I would have fell down in the chat. And obviously, everybody's like, this is just YouTube. But if you think about this, we've been in this sector, I believe it's 5 years now. So some of the same people have been around. You have grown to somewhat know them or whatever. So I am passionate about it now because I have grown to know somewhat of 74. We all have. Like her grandbaby, she shows her new chubby little cute grandbaby. She shows, her husband, her family, her whatever, her life, her rocks, her house, whatever she has shown. So 74, you like, come out here and show everybody you got a tubby belly. Come out here and show everybody you smoke Black and Miles. Like, what? I guess all of those were supposed to be insults. Half of this sector is overweight. Let me just say that. And for the record, I don't think people would just look at me. These women in the group have seen my full body here recently. I don't think that people will look at me and just be like, oh, she a fat motherfucker. I don't see that at all. And nor do I talk about overweight people. I'm not like, oh, this fat bitch. And no, but I mean, there are some people that are overweight and that are in this sector, and y'all just like, my thing is, if you're a big girl and you have a pretty face, because see, that's what it seemed like you were talking about me. Oh, she chubby, I don't know if you were looking for insults for me, like, I just thought, damn, you got to really dig deep to find some insults about me, but I still have not insulted you. Oh, and I think you said something about my intellect. Like, because I sit with those people, pretty much I'm just as dumb as they are and all that kind of stuff. You said something like, I actually got the transcripts of what you said. Some of your curse words every time you call me bitch was in like a, what do you call it? A parentheses. They was in parentheses. So it was like parentheses, Nadira, parentheses, fuck you or whatever. And I was like, damn, she went in on me for what? I mean, if you were mad at me for a valid reason, I get it. And you have your right to your opinion. But like Nicole dropped in my chat or in my post, and we have this conversation. Here you go. So anywho, I got word that I'm being dogged out, shaking my head, but this thread is up, so it can be screenshotted. Thanks again for the decent convo. They can call me all kind of ugly names. I guess fighting for your friend. That's what I felt she was doing. That's not what I am. What did I say? That's not what I am at all, is what I was trying to say. And all you women who were in that group know that. That's what I meant. Nicole, you said something so much on this thread, girl. And then they be branching off. I don't know why YouTube does that. But anyway, I wanted to put that out there. What was you saying? Oh, yeah. Bring it, Chrissy, or Rita brings numbers. Yep, I think I read that and addressed that on the other video. So anyway, 74 said all that she had to say. I'm a stalker and stuff like that. And be honest with you, 74. Oh, I got to get my clothes out. Anyway, to be honest with you, I didn't block you on Facebook. So, it comes up people. Now, I blocked some people, but I didn't block. And there's a few people that I actually liked, and that was in the group, and I didn't block them. And I don't have anybody but one person blocked on YouTube. And you know who that is. So you were like, I blocked her. I don't want to do her. Stop stalking me and stop doing this and that. And I was like, she makes it sound like I'm an obsessed fan. Like, do you really think I have a problem getting a man or finding a man? Do you think? And if I wanted a woman, you wouldn't be my type. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. Like, I just meant that, I probably would go for a very masculine, hard woman. I would not go, me and another like soft girly girl, whatever, could not be together. I want to like do each other's hair and let's do nails or some shit. I don't want to screw you and want your coochie and all that kind of stuff. Boy, you made some really outlandish allegations regarding me, yet and still haven't insulted you. Anyway, character over everything. Bye, y'all.